All right, we're back. This looks pretty good, eh? Ah, very nice. Back in the wood gators. So do this part now. Next day, boys done good, set up. I'll finish by 1 o'clock. Beautiful scene. Got 5:30 mud. All right, it is 7 o'clock. And we got it in now. It's got to start at 5:30 and 7 o'clock. It would have taken us an hour and a half, yeah. It's a bit wet down the bottom there, but it's pretty good.
Just a normal edge, mate.
Me, Lance, and you task read this one. All had a go. Oh, we smashed it in. Bit of a spoon drain in here. It's all exposed.
Yeah, you're alright, just come and edge it up. Bring a Maggie with you, so you can wipe out your lines as you go.
So this is plain that we did yesterday. Now we've got exposed, join up to it. In the swamp. Look at that.
You just target an edge instead.
Edge from that there.
Yep.
Fine like that.
Down to this end of this doorway, mate.
There'll be an edge that is not able.
There's no label now. Alright guys, when you are edging exposed concrete, it's good to make sure you do not put the outside edge like Utah just did then, touch the outside edge. You don't want to push that into the concrete too far. See how Utah is actually pushing all the stones in, and he's using his inside the edge first and slowly bringing it down flat so he doesn't put a very deep line into the side. He's actually scraping the concrete up there to fill a little hole in the side. So it's nicely closed up. And then he's going to rub his line out with a mag. With exposed concrete, you've always got to be careful. If you put any marks, any dents into the concrete, and then try to cover it up with slurry, you will see that mark later on when you wash off. There's a bit of a spoon drain right there. See a little bit. Alright, we're done the edging and the magging. Now Simon is going to give it a stick trowel. We've already given it one stick trowel already, so this is the second one. When you're using a stick trowel on exposed, make sure not to dig it in. Like I said before, if you put a dent in the slab, you got to fix it with stone, and it's very hard to fix a slab all the way out there when you're using a stick trowel. You can see it's all been stick troweled. Simon's just doing the bottom bit, and then he's going to come back up here and do the top bit for the third time, and this is probably the last time. He will give it a stick trowel and they'll be ready for sugar and water. When you're stick troweling exposed concrete, it's not about the top of the concrete, it's more about you keeping your tools flat and flattening the stone out. If you lift your tools up, your trowels up when you're doing exposed, you're actually going to flick the stone. If you turn the stone, it's not as solid anymore. So when you wash off, that's why you're getting a lot of stones wash out. It's because you're lifting your trowel too high. The main thing is it's flat underneath. All that slurry on top is going to get washed off. As long as you know it's flat, it's good. can see Simon holding his stick trowel as flat as he can without digging it in. I reckon between Paul and Errol Wright, nearly all of us know how to concrete because of them two.
We learned all that full on the detail.
Who'd you learn off mostly, Lance?
Hey?
Who'd you learn off mostly when you were
Me.
younger?
You learned off me, hey Lance.
Oh,
I taught you.
Know how to have a wank, but...
yeah. I went
Angle chain.
brother and that, mate.
Okay, yeah.
He done up from fight.
Alright. We got the sugar there, waiting to go. Dun dun dun. Simon Grasset. It's only 8:30. Still a bit wet. Okay, it's time to spray some sugar and water. We're just gonna show you what the concrete should look like before you spray the sugar. So it's virtually still wet on top, but the bottom is nice and flat and troweled properly. The water mix that we use is 20 litres of water to 1 kilo of sugar, and you can go 2 kilos of sugar. The sweeter the better. Just make sure you put a nice layer on the whole thing. And Simon and Lawrence and Jeff, they all like to put a few layers on. As it dries up, put a little bit more on. And as you'll see at the end of the video of us washing it off, you'll see how easy it is to wash off. It's a lot easier to wash off if you sugar it the right time and put enough sugar on it. The more you do expose, the better you will get at it. It's one of those jobs that it takes a few jobs to get it perfected.
Get out. You want to? Go.
Watch your start. Oh, he's not starting.
Okay, she's all sugared off. We're just stripping it, taking the boxing off, and we're ready to wash off. It's 10:30 and we're washing off. Look at that. That's pretty good.
He got salt and pepper, didn't he?
Oh, shut up.
When you are washing your exposed off, if you sugared it at the right time, the hose should take it off itself. The pressure of the hose. Well, using the brooms, we're just pushing the sand away from Simon. And when you do use a broom, you always be careful that you don't go in the same spot too many times. You can actually scrape off all the slurry with your broom and start getting right into the stone. And the time the guy washing off comes down, you've already washed off all the good stuff and all the really good stuff. So make sure you be careful with your broom. Don't go too crazy. But if you do sugar at the right time, it's pretty good. Looking good, boys, looking good. And I'm not talking about your arms or your legs. Huh? You are. Beautiful. The colour we got.
And that's just a bloke on the hose. What colour is that?
River red.
Ruby red.
River red, 50% white.
Gold cock red.
River red, 50% white.
Yeah, it brings it to life to the white.
Yeah, doesn't it? Oh. I'll get the red.
Yeah. Oh, just the river stone.
Yeah.
River stone looks so dull and dead with it.
Yeah, does it?
Alright, we'll show you when we
Hey?
show you when it's all done. Nearly done. Look at that. Hang on together. That one there. Softer one. Beautiful. A little bit more to go. And she's done. No alley strips. It's going to be cut, this one. As well. What?
Some people don't even know about it. I charge enough money for it, I don't.
Oh, to seal it? Yeah. That'd be a nice seal boat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this shit's on there.
Yeah.
Anything with the white, man. The more white, the better, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, 100% white, that's too much.
No, it's too much.
Yeah.
You're right, but without the white, it's so dead. I told Bretto, he's got river red. Put some white in it, Brett. Oh, no, it's too dead.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just river stone. No, yeah, I don't even know. Dead.
Oh.
It looks like marble 14,
Guitar. Guitar doing his flexes. Can't do leg shots. Lance, you're nearly as big as this, bro. Put two together. These cunts.
Yeah, here. Ready? Guns up.
Oh, ripping them. Ripping them. Oh, beautiful. Alright guys, that's the end of my day. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed my narrating, whatever you call that shit when you talk on the camera. I thought it was a bit better doing it that way, so you can actually hear my voice. Maybe you can't hear me right now properly. But anyway, thanks for the day, Simon. Thanks, boys. Thanks, Lance. Thanks, Utah. Thanks, Mitchie. Good day. Alright, let's go back to... Hey? Adios. Let's go back to Bundaberg. We're in Woodgate right now, so... with the ponds. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Make sure to subscribe. Leave a comment. And give us a fucking thumbs up.